Welcome to another render update. So let's start on the 4-hour chart first. So in my opinion, we are still heading in a third wave right now. And of course, we could always break down and invalidate this whole structure. But for now, we are holding support levels. Now, something to keep in mind is that we got rejected by the bull market support band. So if we want to stay bullish and if we want to keep this ABC scenario alive, we have to get above the bull market support band and we have to stay above it. Because otherwise it's going to become very likely that we continue going sideways or that we get another low in the second wave right here, which would be bearish because if we do get another low in this second wave right here, this second wave is not allowed to get another low. And why is that? Well, if we do get another low in the second wave right here, we would go below this low right here and we would invalidate the whole 1-2 setup that I have on the chart, and I will have to pretty much reconsider the whole wave count, which would not be the best. So right now you need to hope that this second wave holds right here. As you can see, it was actually very close to getting invalidated. It was like, let's see, about 5 cents away from getting invalidated. So, this needs to hold. We cannot afford to get another low. Now, Render is still in an uptrend right now, which is good, but this does not really prove anything because we are still below the bull market support band and we still did not form 5 waves up to confirm that the wave right here, the second wave of the 1-2 setup, is already in. So yeah, anything that happens before we do the 5 waves to the upside, does not really matter, to be honest with you. And if we go sideways for another 2 months, that would make sense considering the fact that Bitcoin dominance has not topped yet. And if you look at this chart, it's currently at 58.20%. And it looks like it's gonna get another high. And I don't know how long that will take. I kind of wanted to see the Bitcoin dominance chart top in September. We did not get that. So if it does not top in October, and if we do not start doing something like this in October, then it's going to be very likely that we keep going up until December like we did in the previous cycle right here and in the cycle before that as well. And if that happens, then it's going to be very likely that Render just continues going sideways, and not just Render, of course. Most altcoins will continue going sideways. Now, what do I mean by sideways? Well, if Bitcoin decides to go to 100k, of course Render will go up. It's just not going to go up as much as Bitcoin will. So, for example, if Bitcoin goes to 100k, I think it's safe to assume that Render will go above like $12 to maybe even $13 to break this high right here. But it's not going to get a huge pump, and in my opinion will only get a huge pump on the Render chart after the altcoin season starts. And I don't know when that will be, but you have to hope that at some point, we start it, because if we do not start it in October, like I said, then we will most likely start it by the end of December. And I'm not saying that it's a bearish scenario, but, we've already been in a second wave move down for like 8 months now. So at some point we have to finish this and we have to head into a third wave move to the upside. Now let me talk about the wave count. So after hopefully bottoming in the second wave move down right here, we went up into an ABC structure to form a first wave move. Then we went into an ABC structure to the downside to form a second wave move down. Now the second wave move down was kind of impulsive in my opinion, but I can work with that. And after that, we had another ABC structure which formed an A wave of this third wave move to the upside. Now you have to keep in mind that everything I'm saying right now, this is pretty much a hopium count. And to keep this count alive, we have to stay above this low right here, which is at $4.63. If we do go below that level, then this is going to get invalidated. Now, of course, you could say that maybe this is an overshooting B wave if we do that, but, the chances of us not putting another lower low in the second wave right here after going to the 0.786 support level again are very, very small. So, if we do go below this low right here, it's going to be very likely that we go below this low as well. And that will invalidate the 1-2 setup. So, right now we have to start reversing and we need to go into this third wave right here. Now, like I said, this is an ABC structure. And the B wave, maybe it's already in. This looks like an ABC structure on the B wave, but I cannot confirm that it's in, of course. So we'll have to see what happens after this. Now, if we do go in a third wave right here, it should get to $9.73, which is the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup. And once we do that, and I cannot confirm that we will do that by the way, but if we do that, we will complete this third wave move, then we'll need a fourth wave move down, which will most likely be deeper than the second wave move right here, because this only got to the 0.618 level. So, you know, it's probably going to drop from like, let's say $10 to about $7 or $6, something like that. And then we'll get a fifth wave, hopefully, and that will put us probably somewhere around here, maybe even above the first wave high right here, but of course we do not have to do that. The fifth wave could end like right here and it would be fine as long as we actually have 5 waves. And once we have these 5 waves, like I said, I will be able to confirm that this second wave move down is in. Now, once we get these 5 waves, I will also be able to confirm that we are in a third wave move to the upside of a much larger 1-2 setup, the 1-2 setup that I was talking about earlier, and this third wave move should get to at least $23.87 because that's the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup. Then after that you can expect a fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up, and I don't know how high the fifth wave will go. I mean, that's really up to the bulls, to be honest with you. But once you get that fifth wave move, that will complete this third wave move to the upside, and this is the third wave of this 1-2 setup right here. So currently we are in a 1-2 of a 1-2 setup, and yeah, we have a bunch of 1-2 setups. I mean, you can even count this as a 1-2 setup, so we are in a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setup right now. And I'm not saying that this will play out exactly like this, because obviously nobody can predict what will happen, but based on the Elliot wave count, I mean, this is what's likely to happen. Now, of course, my wave count could also be wrong. Maybe the third wave move actually ended here. Maybe this is the fourth wave move down, which means that we will only get another high, but you know, that high could still put us at like $30, maybe even $40. So in my opinion, that's fine. We'll see what happens with this first, and you know, my scenario, my 1-2 setup scenario right here did not get invalidated, so for now we're looking good. And we have to keep in mind that RNDR does not really have a huge market cap, so it could realistically go to like $50 in the next altcoin season and it would be fine. Now, of course, it's probably going to drop like 95% in the bear market, but you know, you don't have to worry about that right now. You only have to worry about that if you for some reason buy it at like $60. Then yeah, you're gonna have to worry about it. But for now, I think you are fine. Now, we also have to keep in mind that this structure could break at any minute and we could always start doing something like this and we could get an earlier bear market on the RNDR chart. So, you know, be very, very careful. However, if we do get a third wave, which I don't know how high it will go, but let's say it goes over here, then I'm expecting a fourth wave move down and then a fifth wave move up, and that will complete the third wave move to the upside. Now, I'm not sure what will happen after that. Maybe the fourth wave move down will be the bear market, and obviously if the third wave tops like right here at like $70, we could easily drop like $3 in the bear market in the fourth wave move down, and it would not invalidate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. So, you know, the fourth wave could be the bear market and the fifth wave could be the next bull market. So, you know, the next bull market of like 2028 to 2029. So obviously there is still some time left. Now, like I said, this does not have to play out exactly like this, but, you know, judging by what happened in the previous few cycles, I mean, if you look at this, for example, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, this forms a first wave move, then we went down to an ABC structure to form a second wave move down, and right now we are in a third wave move, which could be very, very bullish. And I mean, it's already been very bullish. It went from 27 cents to about $13, which is a lot, so, you know, but you also have to keep in mind that this chart already went up quite a lot from the bear market low, so of course it cannot go up another 100x from where it's at right now, at least not in this cycle, so you have to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon, and I will see you in the next video.